Hello YouTube. So, my name's Annika, and I've come to the realization that Brandy Melville is pretty much shit. Why, you ask? Well, first off, their clothes are severely overpriced. This little piece of cloth is $16 whopping, and it only comes in a size small. I know, me being 5'9" and not the skinniest girl in the world, that I am not a small. I am definitely a medium. What if I, a loyal follower of Brandy Melville, would like to wear a top like this? I can't, and that's because Brandy Melville does not have size inclusivity. They just don't. Isn't that fun? It honestly really baffles me that huge influencers and huge YouTubers would promote this brand. Their size large is a 28-inch waist. I was a 28-inch waist in the 8th grade. I thought it would be really fun to go out and make my own Brandy Melville clothes that actually fit my ass. So I think for sure I'm definitely gonna recreate this tube top here, like this really basic tube top, because I feel like everyone's been wearing them. I feel like I've seen this tank top particularly everywhere, so I thought that'd be fun to recreate. Oh my god, wait, what? It comes in a large? That's fun. I love this size difference. It says between a size small, a 12-inch, medium's 13, and then the large is 14. So literally it's a 1-inch difference between the sizes. I've always kind of wanted to make a bodysuit, so I think that'll be my last item. Kind of already have a bodysuit like these ones from Forever 21, so I'm not gonna recreate those. I feel like this one, I could definitely find something like this. So it looks like they have only a size small, which would be fucking hell for me because I have the longest torso known to man, and it would just not fit up and down my body. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and recreate this one as well. I have my clothes. I think I'm gonna go get ready and then go to Joann's and pick out some fabrics, and I'm gonna sew them on up myself and see how this turns out. Hi everyone, I'm back. Contrary to the fact that I'm wearing the exact same sweater as the last clips, I promise you I showered and kind of got myself ready. So yes, I think it's time for me to go and get the fabrics. Honestly don't know how much fabric I'll be needing, but we're just gonna wing it and see how this goes, you know? Here we go, ladies. I've always wanted to vlog in the car. This is such a surreal experience. I was gonna play music with this, but I realized since I'm filming on my phone, I can't actually play music in the car since I have an aux. I guess I can turn on the radio. I don't know what stations.
Oh, then purchase a Linux home comfort system between now and November.
Just got Dutch! If you're not from the Pacific Northwest or like Arizona, I think they sell them at, and you don't know what Dutch Bros is,
go get a life.
Dutch Bros is like, I don't know, the white girl staple around this area. I've made it to Joann's. I don't think I'm going to film inside because I'm pretty awkward, so me filming in public would just be like two kinds of awkward together, and I don't think that'd be really good. But I will show you what I got when I get out of the store, so I'll see you on the other side. So just got out of Joann's. I got everything that I needed, and surprisingly it wasn't as expensive as I thought, because the lady who was helping me cut the fabrics like showed me all these coupons you could get, and so I got like a 20% off my entire purchase, and she was super nice, and she helped me like figure out how much fabric I needed, and I was like, I don't know, I'm just gonna wing it, and she's like, okay, I'll help you, dude. So when I get home, I'll show you all what I bought. So while I'm waiting for my phone to charge a little bit, I thought I'd show you all what I got from Joann's. So So the first piece of fabric I picked out was for the tank top that I'm going to make, and it's just this white ribbed cotton material. I thought it'd be perfect because it is like little ribbed right here. This is like, I'm pretty sure 3/4 of a yard. It was $6.82. I had a bunch of coupons like I said before, so I think it originally was like $9, but this was $6. So already off to a good start. The next thing I got was the fabric for like the tube top I'm gonna make. This fabric right here is what I got. It's like a gray, I don't know what kind of pattern that is, but that's what it looks like. It was $6.28, and I also got 3/4 of a yard. And then the last material I got, I'm pretty sure I'm like the most excited for. This is for the bodysuit. I don't think I needed nearly this much fabric, but I got a yard just in case. This is also the most expensive fabric I got, and it's this dog tooth material, houndstooth. I don't know. I paid $17.14 for all of this fabric. Hopefully I don't mess it up and waste my money. That's really what I'm hoping for in the end of all this. Yeah, I'm gonna find my sewing machine and get it all ready and get this started. I'm really kind of nervous. I hope it doesn't turn out really shitty because I spent like $38 on all of this. Alright people, so I am a pretty fancy seamstress, and I don't actually like to use patterns. And if you don't know what those are, it's kind of like your guide for making clothes. So like you cut patterns from the fabric that you have. Well, I don't have those, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own patterns from clothes that I already have that kind of resemble what I'm trying to make. So right here I actually have a tube top from Brandy Melville. I don't really wear it very often because it doesn't fit me very well, and I will no longer be purchasing any more Brandy Melville clothing. I thought this would be a good base since that's what we're trying to copy. So basically what I'm trying to do is copy like the sizing of this area, and I'm gonna make the top different, and I'm not gonna have these thick straps. And then lastly, I have this gross white tank top. It has a bunch of stains on it, so that's why I don't wear it anymore. And it's also a white rib tank top. This is a little bit big on me, so I'm going to kind of cut this part off. But it's kind of what I'm trying to go for. I really like this tank top, so if I can make another one of these, that'd be pretty dope. So basically what I'm going to do is draw the patterns of these things on what are these, paper bags, and then use those to cut my fabric out. And so I also got this handy dandy measuring tape to see if all of these measurements are accurate. So I just got done outlining the front of the pattern. As you can see, the back of it's a little bit different, so that's what I'm going to be tracing next. So if you want to know how I did this, I basically laid down the shirt like this so that the front was facing up, and then I measured on my measuring tape 1 inch from it, because that's going to be my seam allowance. If you don't know what a seam allowance is, it's kind of like just so you have enough fabric to make this like little seam on the edge so that you don't have any like rough edges. And I did that all the way around and then outlined where the actual piece is gonna be. I'm gonna make the rest of the patterns and then I'll get back to you so I don't bore you to death. So after a good hour and a half of intense labor, I'm finally done with the patterns. So again, here's the tube top pattern. I kind of messed that up, but that's okay, it'll work. And then I made the bodysuit pattern, which took the most time. I really wanted like a scoop neck pattern, but I didn't have any scoop neck bodysuits to model after, so I kind of had to like recreate it on my own. Then I made the shirt patterns. So basically I wasn't going to do racerback at first. Then I decided to do racerback anyway because I think that would have looked the best with this. So now what I'm gonna do is cut out all of the pieces of fabric that I need. I don't know if I'll get to sewing these tonight. I might just cut the pieces of fabric out and then sew them on up tomorrow because I'm getting tired and hungry. So basically I just put the pattern down on the fabric and I'm going to cut them out. It's as simple as that. So now I'm done cutting all the fabric out I need. I realized this one might be a little bit too small, so I cut extra fabric out in the back. So I hope it fits. So I lied and I decided to pin the bodysuit together, and so far it's looking pretty good. I haven't done any of the seams on the top or on the back, but I did do the sides and turned them inside out. They're not sewed at all, but I think it looks pretty good so far. Here's me sewing up the seams of the bodysuit, and as you can see, I'm using the one thread with that pattern and black thread. I sewed up the seams right there on the sides, and I also did sew on the leg holes as well, as you can see, and then I pinned the top seams together like that. This is the bodysuit without any straps on yet. I then folded one piece of fabric together and then I sewed it on up like so. Then I cut off the excess. Here's what it looked like afterwards. And then I got a bobby pin to turn it inside out. What you're going to want to do is cut a hole in the top of one side like that. And then you're going to stick the bobby pin through with the closed side on the outside. And then you're going to start pressing it, pushing it inside of each other so that you can start to turn it inside out. It works best with a paper clip. Not a paper clip, it works best with a safety pin. But I didn't have one of those, so I just used a bobby pin because that's what I had laying around. And then eventually you'll be able to turn it inside out and it'll look like a pretty strap. I just did this with both of the straps obviously, and I made the length a little bit longer than it needed to be just so that I would have extra just in case. Here's what it looked like in the end. And then I went ahead and pinned them to the front like so, and sewed them on up before pinning them on the back because I wanted to see how I wanted the straps to be placed in the back, like how tight they were going to be. So here's me pinning the backs, and then I went ahead and sewed it on up, and this is what it looked like. And yep, it's all finished. There's a cute pic of me wearing it. Next I did the tube top. Here's what it looked like when I pinned the sides, and here I'm about to sew it on up. This is what it looked like after sewing the sides, and I turned it inside out, well, right side in technically. I pinned the top and bottom seams like that, and then I went ahead and sewed it on up again, and this is the finished result. Except I accidentally cut a piece when I was cutting extra fabric right there. Other than that, it looked pretty good. What am I doing? So here's a video of me in the finished tube top. I think it turned out pretty good. The only con I'd say is that I made it a little bit too big here at the bottom. But overall, other than that, I think it turned out pretty good. I think I'm still gonna wear it and not take in the bottom because I'm lazy. So upon starting to pin these together, I'm noticing that the tops of these look completely different. Like these are completely two different sizes. I have no idea what the fuck I did, but I'm just gonna roll with it and see what happens. Also, I cut the corner off of this by accident, so I'm gonna have to crop this a lot more than I originally intended. Alright. So for the straps, what you're gonna wanna do is make sure that these are the same length going into each other, and then you're going to pull this back and then fold this part down about 1/2 inch, maybe 1/4 inch, so that when you pin this together, it ends up looking like this on the other side. So I sewed the sides and I sewed the straps at the top here. So right now what I'm doing is, since I want to have a raw edge at the bottom, I'm gonna go ahead and crop it to where I want it, and then I'm gonna pin it so that I can cut that piece. So I'm just now trying on the little white top. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I might cut right here, and maybe that'll help it a little bit. I don't know. The back is too big. It's too long. So this has been a fail so far. The bottom, it looks okay, I guess. I don't really know. I'll figure this out. Hey guys, I'm back. This is gonna be the finished result for me, I've decided. I dropped the whole original idea for this shirt and just chopped the top off because it looked horrid at the top, and I actually think I did a pretty good job with how it turned out in the end. Like, of course it looks exactly like I just chopped it off with scissors, which I did, but I think it looks very Brandy Melville-esque, and I'm gonna keep it like that. Again, there's too much fabric in the back, but I chopped it off. You can tell like that there's a lot of extra fabric back there, but I really didn't want to cut it anymore because I'm too lazy. And also, when I was cutting the seams again, I cut another hole right there, so that's fun. This top was beginning to look like a fail, and then it ended up not like a fail. And the fact that I just chopped this off and it looks like a Brandy Melville t-shirt tells you a lot about Brandy Melville.